Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, Internet's busiest music nerd. It's been a while, but it is time for a vinyl update, where I go over a series of records over here that have recently made it into the beloved Fantano collection, ever growing, ever growing. And thank you for tuning in for these lovely, chill, intimate, long-winded videos. I have a nice fat stack to get through with you guys, and we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna have fun. I want to give a shout out to a sponsor for this video before we get too deep into it, the good people over at Reverb LP and their Reverb LP app on iOS and Android devices. If you are an avid vinyl fan and shopper, you're looking for something rare and interesting, something that's difficult to find, I highly recommend that you try out the Reverb LP app. They have a global marketplace, so you're buying records or could potentially buy records from all over the world. Streamlined checkout process, so you get what you want to get, you order it fast. Customer support and buyer protection, so you know what's going on and they help you from getting ripped off. And finally, just the app. It's super convenient. You can feed your record buying addiction anywhere, on the go, at home, at work. The first vinyl selection that I have here, I actually bought off of Reverb. It's been a 12-inch I've been wanting in my collection for a while now. In my collection, guys. In my collection, okay? It is a little old techno jam from a project by the name of Rhythm Device. And it's like this badly conceived old school fusion of acid techno and rock music. And yeah, it's totally goofy. It's totally off the wall. The vocals are corny as hell. I believe the intro mantra of this record goes, "There was a time when rock and roll was easy, and now it's clean and heavy." And then it goes into this crazy techno passage. And I absolutely love it. There are like these garish, like distorted guitar keyboards all over the track too. It's really nuts. It's insane. And now that I have the 12-inch over here, I am now the proud owner of the acid rock remixes on the other side, FRO Records, Rhythm Device. These lovely acid rock remixes are now mine to listen to, and also to jam when I'm out and about, if I'm ever given the opportunity to DJ this magic. Oh, believe me, I will. I have listened to and have gone through a lot of these records already, but there is a select few that I have not even opened yet because I want to sort of experience that with you guys on camera. Shout out to the boy who sent me this one, the good man George Clanton, whose new record over here, Slide, I gave a pretty positive review to. It's actually a somewhat excellent mix of chill wave and synth pop and shoegaze and a lot of different things. 90s pop rock. And again, haven't even popped this open. Dude just offered to send it over to me in the mail. I said, hell yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, George. And he was nice enough to send a shirt along as well. And it seems like since the review, a lot of people have been taken to his music, and I'm really happy about that because he's making some good stuff. I'm looking forward to where this guy is going in the future. Love this image of him going down the slide. He's really kind of throwing it back there with the chain wallet. He's really got a 90s vibe going on. I respect it. I respect it. And the vinyl itself is this beautiful, like, blue-black mix. Love that. Ooh, that is crisp and gorgeous. Can you guys tell that I have gotten a new camera? Because the vinyl looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. I feel like you guys have been missing out on the vinyl porn with the old camera, and now that's no longer the case. With the new camera, you get that full vinyl porno experience. Gorgeous. Love that. Love that color. Love that blue color. That's a gorgeous blue. Good job, George. That is a nice, gorgeous blue-black contrast that you picked out there for the vinyl pressing. So good on you, my man. Good on you. Nice little record there. Nice little record. All right, moving on from there. moving on from there. I haven't popped this one open because I just bought it. It's this old Jeffrey Lewis record. Just caught the guy live at a Hobo Johnson concert. Wasn't even, I had forgotten he was opening for him, and he just happened to be there, and I've been listening to Jeff's music for a long time. He is an anti-folk god, and I bought some of his comic books as well, but I was pretty excited to get my hands on this record. Jeffrey and Jack Lewis, City and Eastern Songs. Lots of old school anti-folk classics on here. And nice. Of course, Jeffrey always hooks you up with some beautiful, colorful visuals. Throwing that in there. Beautiful. All the lyrics scrawled menacingly all on the inside. Oh, that's fun. So colorful and so fun. Pretty much standard black record over here. Feels like a pretty standard pressing, not anything super heavy or anything like that. Another album that I reviewed very positively, this nice Lemon Demon record, Spirit Phone. Neil Cicerega put out this fun little kind of nerdy synth pop and pop rock record. I haven't popped this one open yet either. Apparently, due to my strong personal convictions, I wish to stress that this record in no way endorses a belief in the occult, as Neil kicks the record off with. And, I mean, are you sure, bro? Because this looks pretty occult to me. Exhibit A, Your Honor. This gorgeous lime green, white, red, and black pressing. This crazy mix of flavors and colors and everything. What? With a rotary phone picture in the middle? That's creative. That's creative, guy. That's smart and creative and smart. And, oh, nice. This comes with the bonus tracks. If you guys didn't know, there was kind of a bonus track version of this thing released out onto the internet. And I saw that this is 2 LPs, and I'm like, 2 LPs? I know this record isn't, like, big enough for just 2 LPs, but there's some bonus tracks on here. So that's quite nice. It's quite nice they were able to include the bonus tracks and a nice little lyric sheet. Bonus tracks on the lyric sheet as well. And this record looks just as gorgeous. It's blue. The green isn't there. It's blue. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Proud of you guys. Proud of you, Neil and Needle Juice Records. All right. Want to give a shout out to the deluxe version of the new Idles album, Joy as an Act of Resistance. Looked like a really interesting, super creative package that I had to get my hands on, if you guys didn't know already. Love this record. Post-punk album of the year, in my opinion. At least I think I could definitively say that right now. Pretty straightforward black pressing and everything, but it is thick. And we got some lyrics thrown onto that sleeve over there, but really kind of what makes this deluxe version interesting is you get this beautiful gatefold over here with the band looking lovely, with the band looking wonderful. And the inner sleeve over here features a nice set of, I guess, pictures and art pieces that represent different songs on the album. And they are double-sided. And depending on, you know, what I guess you're feeling, you can sort of display a certain picture inside the front sleeve, whichever one I guess sticks out the most to you. And you want to represent the album itself. So, you know, it is kind of an interesting, ooh, I love that one. That one's crazy. It is kind of an interesting way to kind of present your art and your record to the public, to have like kind of this series of different art pieces thrown in there for the audience to, I guess, kind of switch in and switch out at their leisure, almost as if your album is like a, I guess like a frame or an art gallery or something, you know, which, you know, the band's first album seemed like a photo of like an art installation anyway. So, you know, kind of seems like that's their intention. And there's also a song on that record about making fun of people who don't really appreciate art all that deeply. So, you know, I guess kind of building off that theme with that, you know, works into it. Smart, interesting. All right, moving on from there. Finally got a chance to pick up or drop. Not that I'm all that enamored with the state of this record, and I will explain why. But finally got a chance to pick up a copy of the OC's Orc. Really great collection of punky, garagey, noisy psych rock jams on this thing. It's a wonderful record. Definitely one of the best rock records of the year that it came out. But for whatever reason, when I ordered this and it came to me, I found that there was like this weird like bullet-ish punch hole in the corner that goes off into the other end, and I have no idea why. Maybe I reviewed the new album too harshly. Maybe that's it. I really have no idea. But you know, though the cover came to me damaged, the records themselves are and look fantastic. I love this interesting sort of approach to kind of featuring the records in these rounded cardboard sleeves with you know, lyrics and personnel and other information on each side. And the colors are like a split blue and kind of lavender, like purpley lavender color, which is absolutely wonderful. I love that contrast, and it sort of matches, syncs up with the cover art quite nicely. All right, moving on from there. Shout out to the great Nina Simone at Town Hall. If you guys want to know what, for me, the rule of thumb is for a great sounding jazz record, it is that when you throw it on a hi-fi, presuming your hi-fi is not garbage, when you throw it on the hi-fi, it just sounds like you're there. It just sounds like it's right in front of you. It just sounds like real life, essentially. And I could certainly say that listening to this, it just sounds like I'm sitting in the auditorium. It's gorgeous, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. The song choice is quite nice. The performances are great. And, you know, this is one of the most classic Nina Simone live albums that you can get your hands on. So believe me, if you're looking to intro with Nina Simone, or if you're just looking for a very lovely jazz album with great vocals and great tunes, you cannot go wrong with this. You can absolutely not go wrong with this. Packaging and everything on the inside is pretty much standard, but really with records like these, you're buying it for the fact that it sounds great, it sounds of the era that it came from, and albums like this were meant to be heard on vinyl. I would also say that this new Sons of Kemet record also passes muster for me in terms of a great sounding jazz record, because I really do feel like I'm in the room with the band as I'm listening to this on the stereo. It's amazing. Your Queen is a Reptile. If you have not given a listen to this thing yet, please do. This is a funky, intense, and very versatile jazz record, despite the fact that the array of instrumentation on this thing is not that wide. It's not that deep. You know, you're talking about a couple percussionists, a few horns, and the grooves get amazing on this thing. Quite nice little gatefold right there. Liking that a lot. That's tasteful. I love it. Yeah, I'm appreciating more and more just the design, the graphic design, and just the visual of this record, the way it unfolds. That's quite nice. It's a nice visual right there. That's an interesting illustration. I don't know if it transfers as high resolution onto a 12-inch cover or anything, but I do find the picture pretty compelling. All right, let's give a shout out to Death Grips. Oh yeah, brand new record over here. Year of the Snitch, and it's like the mouths kind of move. It's a die cut. It's a die cut album cover. It's die cut. So the mouths kind of slide in and out of the holes. Got a lyric sheet in there as well, which looks pretty trashy and pretty disgusting, which sort of goes in with the Death Grip's graphic design aesthetic. We basically have the same image on the front, but thrown into just like a picture, like a color reversal over here. So it looks even more horrendous. This picture gives me friggin' nightmares, I swear. And we have just a nice deep kind of green with some black waves in there, here and there. Interesting interesting deep green that they've chosen for this. And what looks like a pair of eyeballs on the other side, like some emoji eyes on the other side of the label. Death Grips. It's just all the horrible trash that was ever on the internet, just being embodied into real life, music that you can hear with your real life ears. I love it. And if you guys didn't already know, this is another great addition to the Death Grips discography, and the band really kind of, I guess in a way, distances themselves from some of the hip-hop sounds they're known for, and they get into some krautrock sounds, some art rock sounds, some noise rock sounds, and, it's probably not going to be like this forever. They're going to change their sound once again into something else, but still, it's a pretty compelling collection of tracks and an interesting stylistic shift for them that they pull over pretty well. So, over here in my hands, I also have the deluxe edition of the brand new Parquet Quartz record, Wide Awake, which I do love the way that the label has packaged this album quite a bit. I love that visual of the front cover, the three guys kind of like in the midst of I don't know, are they throwing down, are they dancing, are they running? I haven't thought through the artwork all that much, but I do love the color palette. I do love the visual of it. Also loving the artwork depicted on the back as well. It feels so manic, it feels so tense, it feels so cartoony and fun and colorful, just like the music itself on the record. And this gatefold that I just had shown you guys actually flips up into lyrics from the album on both sides, which again, it just kind of continues adding to the lovely color palette. Ooh, that's a visual. That's a visual right there. Also loving, again, those lyrics and visuals over there on the other side. Really creative way to package this record. And this is like a labyrinth. I'm stuck in it right now. I'm trapped. I'm trapped in the labyrinth. And over here we do have the single album that is packaged with this thing. Just straightforward black pressing and everything, but still, Rough Trade and Parquet Quartz put a lot of effort into the look and the vibe of this new LP. The packaging on it, it's very nice. It's very nice. So shout out to them. Looks gorgeous, and it's very fun. Very, 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 very nice. Very nice, boys. Very nice. I'm wide awake. If you want to listen to a nice post-punky album with some deeply political lyrics, do give this thing a shot. It's very great. Definitely one of my favorite rock records of the year. Moving on from there, just a couple more left. I have not opened this next one either, and I'm not going to open it in front of you because this is personal, guys. This is personal. This is a 45 of Unkle Adam's original. Yes, you are seeing me holding a piece of music history over here. F-E on the other side. Unkle Adam's original. One of the greatest meme songs of all time. Or, maybe not intended to be a meme song, but still. Unkle Adam's Respect the Kid. He came out with a literal 45 of this track, and it's going to stay in my collection forever. It's going to stay in my collection forever. Just needed to... Original. Just needed that to be a part of my life. Just needed that to feel complete. So shout out to Unkle Adams for being the man and sending that over. Want to give a shout out to Third Man Records, who hooked me up with a copy of this very raw, live and direct 5, 6, 7, 8 record when I hopped up in the shop. Yeah, if you are into old school rock and roll with a really, really, really raw edge to it. Check out the 5.6.7/8. It actually struck me the other day that there are a lot of people out there who may not know of the 5.6.7/8 at all, but they are, kind of an old school rock and roll garage rock outfit from Japan, and they play the nastiest rock music, revivalism of their day. Some of you might remember their inclusion in the film Kill Bill, because they had like a nice musical bit in that film that they sort of stole the show in, where they attracted a lot of their newer fans. But pretty straightforward. Third Man Records pressing over there, and yeah, I mean it's nasty to the point where it almost hurts at some at some points of this record, but it's got a nice collection of tracks on here, including a cover of Long Tall Sally. That is maybe one of the most I guess liberal renditions of that song that I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm going to finish it off with one more record over here that I'm super happy I got on vinyl because it is absolutely fantastic, and that is the new if I could talk, the new Big K.R.I.T album, Forever is a Mighty Long Time. I actually didn't know they were coming out with vinyl of this until I think I saw a picture of it on Instagram, or I saw somebody kind of boasting about it. But I love that gatefold. Oh my God. That picture of K.R.I.T right there is godly. Very nice purple front cover right there. I did listen to this, and I believe the vinyl is gold. I believe the vinyl is gold. Yes. Wow. Nice. Nice. And I mean, look, it's not an analog recording or anything like that. But on the table, it did sound clean. It did sound crisp. It did sound fantastic. I will give it that. But yeah, if you want to hear a really great Southern hip hop album with a lot of variety and flair, and epically spun out into a double LP with, I would say, two kind of distinct musical personalities to them, I would recommend this album highly, if my glowing review of this thing was not enough already. So yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to leave it at that. This has been the latest edition of the vinyl update. Sorry this new one took me a while, but I had a lot to get through, a lot to process, but hopefully you saw some cool stuff in this one. Go out there, get some stuff for yourself if anything over here interested you. And again, make sure to hit up that link in the description for the good people over at Reverb LP. Pick up the app. Do some record shopping yourself if now you kind of have the taste to do so. You got that vinyl addiction going and flowing because of this tease of a video. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Over here next to my head is another vinyl update that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe. Hit the bell as well. And we will catch you guys in the next one when that comes out. Anthony Fantano, vinyl update of Forever.